Yo, what is up, guys? Mao here from Tayrona in Colombia. At this cool little hostel. It's pretty fucking dope. Dope vibes, a lot of travelers, a lot of people here for different reasons. Traveling, partying, vacay. Yeah, it's pretty dope. Met some cool people. And I've also met people that basically ask me like, yo, how do you travel and work at the same time and like stay focused and yada yada. And I think it's interesting to talk about because yeah, it's like once you become a digital nomad, you can't look at traveling the same way. Instead of traveling, okay, there's like two kinds of traveling, I would say, in my opinion. There's traveling as vacay, to escape, right? You travel to escape your regular life. You travel because you hate your job, you hate your regular life, basically, wherever you're from, and you travel for like a week, maybe 2 weeks to get away. You lose whatever routine you had. You go to a place and you're only there for a short amount of time, so you go and you check out what's the coolest thing to do here, what's the best thing to do. So you do like touristy shit, you're around other tourists, and you spend a lot of money too. Like that kind of traveling is not cheap because you probably want to stay in a nice place, you probably want to stay in a nice hotel, you want to enjoy. And a lot of times I feel like people don't even actually end up enjoying that because it's almost like the idea of traveling is better than actually traveling, because then you're dealing with stuff and then unexpected shit happens, and sure, it's cool, maybe you get drunk or you have a good time, but maybe things just don't go right, and then you basically just go back to your regular life and you count down the days until you can finally travel again. And that is probably how like 75% of people travel, I would say. But then there's the other kind of traveling, which is like a lifestyle, right? That's how I do it. I just travel as a lifestyle. I don't travel to escape. I don't feel like I need to escape anything. I don't feel like I'm running from anything. Okay, actually, this is a key distinction here that I thought about this morning. The first way, it's like you're running away from something, right? You're running away from your regular life. You hate it. And in the other way, where you're traveling as a lifestyle, maybe there's a little bit of that at first. You know, you're running away from the life that you have, that you feel comfortable in, and you want to get away from it and you want more. But after a while, I think instead of running away from something, you're actually kind of running to something. You're running to expand your mind. You're running to experience more of the world. You're running to meet new people and have new experiences and ultimately just expand your consciousness and your life, right? Like you're running to evolve into a new person. And it's such a beautiful thing when you do that. And one of the things that you need when you're doing that is a routine, right? Like sometimes I travel fast, sometimes I travel slow, but most of the time I travel slow. Like I usually don't ever leave a place within a month. Like I usually stay in one place for at least 4 weeks. When I travel somewhere new, I'll book a whole month. First of all, it's cheaper that way. It's just like getting a month of rent somewhere. And second of all, a month is still a little short. Like for you to really experience the city, meet people, the culture, the vibe, you have to stay longer than a month. Like a month is like the bare minimum. 5-6 weeks is like okay. And then ultimately the best thing to do is like at least 2 months, maybe 3. Right? Like this year I was living for 4 months in Argentina. That doesn't mean that I didn't travel around. I did small little side quests, which is fucking awesome too. But the rest of the time, I'm just living a regular life in different parts of the world. So I wake up, I run, I work out, I go to the gym, I work on my business, I go to cafes, I meet people. That's basically it. Like, that's kind of just what you would do in anywhere else, right? Like, it doesn't matter where I am, my routine stays the same. And I think that's the biggest key to being able to travel and being a digital nomad and not feeling like you're not getting anything done, or that you're just traveling and letting the wind take you, right? So this whole time, this week has been like a little side quest. I've been traveling through Colombia, up on the North Coast, and went to Tyrona Park. I did that over the weekend. I stayed in a hammock. It was fucking awesome. And just doing cool stuff, because I know that during the week I'm taking care of what I need to do, right? So every single day, the 3 things that I do, and I've talked about this before in my 3 non-negotiables video right here, but the 3 things I do every day is I work out. As soon as I get up, I literally go on a run. That's just what I found works for me. It doesn't always feel good to start running first thing, but after a few miles, you get lighter and you end up feeling great, okay? So every single day I go on a run. That's like non-negotiable. I fucking do that every single day. And then I get back and I'll journal a bit. I'll do my daily gratitude, and I'll do a thought dump, which I just dump all my thoughts out. And then I plan my day. I'm like, what do I got to do? What I want to do this week. And I set goals every single day for what I want to do and for what I want to accomplish that week. So I have an idea, right? So I'm always moving forward. It doesn't matter if I'm living in Medellin, like I was this past 5 months, or 5 weeks, or if I'm traveling. I still do those things every single day. But then there's also these like macro level shifts where, like, these past 5 weeks in Medellin, I was super locked in. Like, I had my routine on lock, basically doing what I just told you, and I was working out in the evenings and getting work done, making content, making sure that my clients were happy and all that stuff. And now I've spent the last week, and like I said, I've still been traveling and I've still been getting work done, but it's a little more lax. Like, you know, I can take a week to just be a little more chill, enjoy where I'm at. You know, the past 5 weeks I was working on the weekends. This weekend I wasn't working at all. So you just kind of have to ebb and flow and make sure that you're getting things done every single day. And one of the biggest things that helps me, actually, this is just like in life in general, is to think about in the morning when you're thinking about what you need to do, you divide your tasks up into important tasks and urgent tasks. So urgent stuff is like the things you need to do like now, right? Like if you have working with clients, etc. Or important stuff is things that like you don't necessarily have to do, but they're gonna make your life better. That's things like making content or growing your own things that you want to do. It's like they're not urgent. They can technically wait, but they're the things that are going to ultimately improve your quality of life. And those are the things you should do first every single day. Like, people were asking me how I wrote the Freedom Blueprint, which I wrote is like how to quit your 9 to 5, become mentally free, and start making money and travel the world. If you want to get that, link in the bio. But people were like, dude, how did you write this whole book? And for a while in Medellin, the first 2 hours of the day, I was literally waking up and writing the blueprint. No, I was waking up, I was going to run, and then I come back, and then for 2 hours, I would just sit and write the blueprint. Like, did that have to get done that day? No. But that was the only way I was able to actually finish it over a few weeks, because that was the first thing I was doing. If I was like doing the client work and then doing urgent stuff first, by the end of the day, I'm like, I don't feel like writing the fucking blueprint, I'll do it tomorrow. And that's how nothing ever gets done. So the biggest thing here is, if you're traveling, is that you have to look at it as just a lifestyle. And actually, one of the best things that I find about traveling is that after like 4 or 5 weeks, your routine kind of gets a little boring, right? If you're doing the same shit all the time. But traveling to a completely new place just like revitalizes your whole routine. Like, I'm still doing the same stuff, but I'm in a completely new environment, a completely new place. So it feels completely new, right? It's fucking awesome. It's like I still go run, but I'm exploring new parts. Like today I ran this morning and I went to a waterfall. Like how fucking cool is that in the jungle? It was like 5 miles away. I just ran to the waterfall and then I ran back. It's fucking sick. So it's a completely new routine. I'm right by the ocean. I get in the fucking ocean and I'm doing the same stuff. And then I work, but now I'm working here at this hostel. There's other cool people around. They have food. Like I'm doing the same stuff, but my whole environment changes. So it's like, you heard the saying like same shit, different day. It's like same shit, different place. You know what I mean? Like my routine does not change. And that's kind of that's kind of how you have to think about traveling as a digital nomad, as long term, right? You have to find the things that ground you in your day to day. And for me, that's like I said, it's working out, it's journaling, it's meditating, and it's working on things that I actually enjoy. So it's like today I don't have much client stuff to do, but I'm working on this video that I'm making for you guys right now. So you have to have goals. You have to have things that you're passionate about, that you're working on, and then just make sure that you're getting those things done no matter what. And also you're taking advantage of any downtimes you have. So if I'm traveling or if I'm doing things, like I try to find downtimes whenever I can. If I'm sitting and waiting for my food, I'll write a fucking email that I need to send. Or if I'm on a bus, an hour-long bus, then I'll read or I'll work on something. I'll write. Like I was literally writing my freedom blueprint while I was traveling through Patagonia. So it's like small things like that. You can't just consume your mind with endless junk and information all the time. You have to be able to take advantage of downtimes and using your time wisely, because time is like the most valuable thing that we have. It's more valuable than money, because you can technically get infinite amount of money, but time is finite. So you have to learn how to use your time wisely. And once you do that, then you can basically be anywhere in the world that you want. And me traveling somewhere isn't me thinking, oh, I'm going to go travel and fuck off and just like stop thinking about work or whatever, right? Because I actually enjoy what I do. So why would I want to stop doing it? And essentially people tell me like, oh, you're so lucky, man, that you get to do this. And I'm like, I don't think I'm lucky, because I literally created this exact situation for myself. I used to work as an engineer and I wanted to travel, and I purposely quit my job and started figuring out how to make money online so I could do this. I don't think anybody else could not do the same. Anybody else can literally do the exact same thing that I did, right? And I even made a whole blueprint about it. So if you want to do that, fucking get the fucking blueprint. But it's like, it's so attainable. It's so easy to actually do this if that's just what you want to do. And once you start living in alignment with what your heart wants, like I've said this before, and you just start walking in that direction and you use your mind, you align your heart with your mind to reach that goal, everything becomes effortless and every day feels like a holiday. It's like, dude, you probably think I'm on holiday right now if you didn't know that I'm actually doing stuff and I'm actually working on things. Like you'd be like, yo, this guy's just on fucking holiday like all the time. And I mean, it kind of does feel like that, because I'm always working on things I like and I'm always in different parts of the world that I want to be in. So yeah, if you want every day to feel like a holiday, you just have to start doing the things that your heart wants to do. That's it. And every day will feel like a holiday. And then if you travel to new places, I'm still working, right? But then like on the weekend, I go and like stay in this fucking park in this hammock that overlooks the ocean. It was fucking beautiful at this beautiful place. And then I rode a horse. Like I get to do cool things because I'm just in around these areas, right? But that doesn't mean I'm not working. So if you want to travel and make money online and you feel like traveling is too distracting for you, you just have to find the things that ground you every single day, right? So I hope this makes sense. I hope you got some value out of this. And yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. It's just like the same life that you live, that you wake up and you go to work because you have to every single day. You just do the same thing for yourself, right? And you do the things that you know are going to make you feel good, like working out or working on things you actually want to work on. And those things will bring you joy. And they give your life meaning and they give your life purpose, right? So it doesn't matter where you are. Just find the things that make you feel good and that you want to work on, and work on those things, and every day will literally feel like a holiday. So I hope this helps. And yeah, how much time do I have? I guess another thing is that you have to be okay with the unknown. Like this morning, I basically had a client fire me. She's always like kind of fired me. I don't know, she's kind of crazy. And that was like one of my bigger clients. So I don't know what's gonna happen, but I already know that everything's gonna be okay somehow. And really it's just being okay with the unknown, because you never know what's gonna happen when you're living like this. Literally this week I'm flying to Barcelona. I don't know what my life is gonna look like then. I don't know if I'm gonna be making money. I know I will. I know everything's gonna be good. But you just have to be okay with the unknown. And you have to be okay with letting things go. Because life, when you're traveling, you meet people, you have to be able to expand, open your heart, allow new things to come in. And then when the time is up, you have to be okay with letting them go, which is actually really hard to do, but it's very liberating too. And once you accept that, then you start enjoying every single moment like it's the last, because it very well could be. And yeah, it's like a duality of pain and joy, but I think it's a beautiful way to live, because a lot of people are scared to take risks and they'd rather stay comfortable. So that limits how much happiness and joy they feel. And it also limits, obviously, like how much fear and pain they feel. So they just kind of live this life like in the middle, right? But if you embrace everything as it comes and you feel the joy, you feel the happiness, you dive into the unknown and you let life guide you and take you to places that you could have never imagined, you feel such highs that the average person doesn't feel. But with that comes lower lows, when you have to leave a place or leave people behind or let people go, or it's fucking hard. But it's like, or like right now where you lose your clients because of the uncertainty and you don't know where money's coming in, so you have to be able to manage those lows, but you can't get the highs without the lows. So that's just the way life works, and it's a beautiful thing once you can accept it and start living this way and just tap into the flow of life and where life wants to take you. So I hope this helps. I hope this gives you some clarity as to how I travel and make money and still enjoy and have relationships or whatever. But this is basically how it works. And yeah, so let me know if you guys have any other questions about traveling, making money online, relationships, meeting people, making friends. I'm thinking about making some sort of community for people that want to travel. Let me know if you'd be interested in that. But yeah, that's basically it. Much love, and subscribe, baby. You already know.